Right, I reckon we get started. Let me. So you'll see me limping around, but I'm just a bit stiff. So we'll get started with a little bit of a warm up. So arms up and around. And then arms out, hugging into your chest. Okay, arms out and twist. And then jogging on the spot, taking one leg up and around the side, and then carrying on jogging. So swapping over to the other side. A few more. Okay, we're going to stand, feet about hip width apart. So fold down towards your toes, you can bend your legs a little bit. And then from here, you're going to take hold of your feet. And we're going to come down into a bit of a squat. Trying to keep your heels on the floor if you can. And then stretching up again, so legs straight. You should feel a stretch down the back of your legs. And then down into your squat. It doesn't matter how far you can go. Do it one last time, so standing legs up straight. And then bending down. And then we'll take one leg in front of the other, so you're on one knee. Then from here, tucking tailbone under, so you're getting a bit of a stretch along the hip of that back leg. And then stretching forwards, so trying to find a stretch there. Don't need to arch your back. And you can drop backwards. Going again. Okay, then you're going to take the hand, the opposite hand to the leg that you've got forward. You're going to place it on the floor next to that front foot. And then from here, you're reaching the other hand up towards the ceiling and looking towards your fingertips. If you can, you're going to take that back knee off. You're into a lunge, twisting towards the ceiling. And then you can drop that back knee again. Now you're going to try and place your elbow down to the floor on the inside of that leg. Trying to get as low as you can. You should feel a stretch from the outside of your hip. And then we'll place the other leg forwards. So first up, tucking, tailbone under, reaching arms up, trying to find a stretch along the front of the back leg. Really good. Okay, so placing the hand next to that front foot, so the opposite hand to the leg that you've got forwards, and then twisting up towards the ceiling. The chest is coming towards that bent leg. If you can, pick the back knee up. Okay, stretch. And then drop your back knee to the floor, trying to take your elbow, your hands down the inside of that leg. You get a stretch on the outside of your hip. Okay, and then standing up. So first 4 exercises. The first one, you're taking a weight held at your chest. We're going into squat position, so feet about hip width apart, just a little bit over. Toes can come outwards a little bit. And from here, we're going to squat down, come halfway up, back down to stand up. So it's 1.5 squats. Second exercise, taking legs nice and wide. So we're doing a lateral lunge, pressing the weight up to the ceiling, back down to your chest, and then to the other side, so keeping the weight in your heels. Do like that. The third exercise, so taking one leg forwards, weight into the opposite hand, keeping that front leg bent. The back leg is just placed for balance, so you're keeping the weight in the front heel. And from here, dropping down, doing a little twist. So twist towards that foot and then back up. So keeping shoulders and back and engaged, so you don't want to hunch over. And then fourth exercise, weights going down, legs nice and wide. So we're coming down, hands placed on the floor, jumping feet out, back in, and then standing up. So hands down, jump up. If you can't quite manage to jump, so you can place your hands down, taking one leg back, then the other, and then standing up. So you can choose which one is right for you. So I'll put my timer to go, starting with the squats. So grabbing your weight. And off we go. So squatting all the way down, halfway up, back down to stand. Down halfway, and up. Making sure you keep your weight in your heels. Knees are going outwards, so you don't want knees coming in. Really nice. Get over halfway already. Breathing out as we stand. Just over 5 seconds to go. Okay, legs nice and wide now. Weight at your chest, so in 2 hands. So going in 10 seconds, so we're going to lateral lunge, stand up, weights coming up, back down, and then to the other side. Go to the side, up, press, back to your chest, then to the other side. Really good. "15 seconds to go. And 3 seconds. Okay, next up we've got a single leg RDL, so front leg forwards, weight into the opposite hand to the leg that you've got forwards. Keeping the weight in that front heel, and then we're just dropping down with a twist, stand back up. So we'll stay on the same leg. It can feel a bit strange at first. You're trying to find a stretch in the back of your legs into your hamstring. You can't quite feel it, you may need to lean back a little bit more. You're trying to keep your back flat. Nice, well done. So just over 10 seconds to go. And the little twist just puts a little bit of extra pressure on your core, so you keep your belly button pulled in towards your spine. Okay, and next up, we've got into a sumo squat position. So you can place hands on the floor, sort of like a burpee, but not a full burpee. So going in 3 seconds. So hands onto the floor, jump your feet out, back in to stand. Remember to keep your core engaged, so belly button pulls in. Really good. 20 seconds to go. Ten seconds. Okay, then we're going back to our squats now. So weight at your chest. So going in 5 seconds. So all the way down, halfway up, back down to stand. Very nice. We're all doing it at the same time, it's very coordinated. Less than 20 seconds to go. And 10 seconds. Last one. Okay, back to our lateral lunge with the press. Making sure you go as low as you can on that. So going in 3 seconds. So to the side, up, press. Hands to the other side. Twenty seconds to go. And 5 seconds. The last one. Okay, so now back to our single leg RDL, so other leg forwards to the forward, weight into the other hand. So nice little bend in that front leg. Back foot placed behind just for balance. And coming down, hands twisting. Stand back up. And keep neck long and in line with your spine. And trying to find a stretch in the back of your leg, making sure you keep your weight in the front heel. So less than 10 seconds to go. Okay, last one. Okay, weight down. Back to our sumo burpees. So legs starting wide. Remember, you can step your feet out if you need to. So hands down, jump back. Just stand. Really make an effort on that jump back to keep your stomach pulled in. Nice form. You don't want to compromise your lower back. Less than 20 seconds to go. Okay, time for one more. Okay, second set of exercises. So first one, coming into a full plank position. You can drop your knees, completely up to you. Then from here, you're going to tap hand to opposite shoulder, trying to keep your hips really still. So by tensing your leg muscles, engaging your core, you can try and keep your hips level. Second exercise, coming up to standing, elbows staying close into your body, bicep curl, pressing up, lowering back down, and staying on the same arm. And then we'll swap onto the other side for the second round. Third exercise, back down to the floor. Hands by your side, you're tucking, tailbone under, so tilting your pelvis. Then you're going to take one leg off, and then the other. Keep it nice and controlled, keeping your stomach muscles tight, and keeping that tilt on your pelvis. Then fourth exercise, you can either come to a side plank position like this, and you're taking your knee to your elbow, or if you can, coming down into a full side plank, and then you're doing the same, taking knee to elbow. And then we'll swap onto the other side on the second round. So coming down onto the floor. First exercise is a plank with the shoulder taps. So keep your shoulders over your wrists, trying to keep your hips still. And tapping hands to opposite shoulder. If you've got your feet together, you can take them apart a bit, and it just helps with the stronger base. And try and keep your neck in line with your spine. So you should be looking down just in front of your fingertips. Five seconds to go. And then standing up, weight into one hand. Leaving elbow into your body. You can have a little bend in your knees to make a nice stable base. And then taking the weight to your shoulder, then pressing up. So your wrist turns at the top. And breathing out as you press. Keep stomach muscles really tight. Yeah, an ab workout then at the same time. So 10 seconds to go. Okay, then coming down onto the floor, onto your back. Hands by your side, so you've got tucking your pelvis under into your glute bridge. And then taking one knee up and then the other. Keep those hips high, keep your glute muscles squeezed, and keep the weight in your heels. You can lower down in between each one if you need to. Okay, lowering down, then we're coming to a side plank. So either onto your hand and your knee, which is a slightly easier version, like so, or into your full side plank. Then bringing the knee towards your elbow. Keep your shoulder in line with your elbow. Neck in line with your spine. 20 seconds to go. Okay, lowering down, then back to our full plank with the shoulder taps. So getting ready, so shoulders are in line with your wrist. Legs back. Nice wide stance with your feet. You can drop your knees if you need to. Just keep enough weight on your hands for it to be challenging. Twenty seconds to go. And 10. Okay, I've got a bicep curl and press on the other hand now. So going in 3 seconds. A little bend in the knees. Elbow staying into your waist. Breathing out as you press. Okay, 5 seconds left. Okay, coming onto your back for glute bridge with your knee drives. So hands flat. So you're going in 5 seconds. Okay, hips off. One leg coming up at a time. Keep your glute muscles squeezed. So 5 seconds to go. Okay, then we're going to side plank on the other side. So pick the same variation that you did on the other side. So going in 3 seconds. So less than 20 seconds to go. 15. Keep going, 10 seconds left. Okay, lowering down. So next 4 exercises. So coming onto your back, weight in your one hand. And from here, pressing the weight up the ceiling and back down. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, taking your hips off, squeezing your glutes, just doing it on one arm. So your chest press. Second exercise, standing up, weight into 2 hands. So from here, we're doing sumo squat, down, then rowing the weight up. So keeping shoulders back and down so we're not shrugging. Up, third exercise, so weight into the opposite hand, to the leg that you've got forward, so not into a nice lunge, and rowing back, so the weight's coming back towards your hip, so it's not coming up here, and you're squeezing in towards your centre line, so that you get activate the midsection of your back. Fourth exercise, coming down into the full plank from here, coming into your downward dog, and back. You can add the twist as well if you feel comfortable to. Just making sure you keep stomach muscles pulled in. Want to engage them, don't let them relax. So starting off on the floor, weight into one hand. Other hand up towards the ceiling. Okay, off we go. So you can either take your hips off or leave them on the floor. And just pressing the one hand up towards the ceiling. If your weight's a little bit light for you, you can just slow the movement down. So about 3 seconds up and 3 seconds down, just makes it a little bit harder. Right, keep going. You've got your hips off. Keep squeezing your glute muscles. And then lowering down, so standing up into the sumo squat with upright row. So going in 3, 2, 1, so sumo and row. Keeping shoulders back and down. And keeping the weight in your heels as you squat, and knees outwards. You don't want knees coming in. Really good. 10 seconds left. Okay, taking one leg forward, other leg back, weight into the opposite hand. So go in 5 seconds, then we're rowing back. For this one, you want to breathe out as you pull, so it's the hardest part of the exercise. And you want it to be a back exercise as well as into your arm. So really focus on bringing the shoulder blade back. Nice, well done. 15 seconds left on this arm. Cute stomach pulls in as well. 3 seconds left, so one more. Okay, they're coming down onto the floor in your full plank to downward dog, maybe with a twist. So going in 5 seconds. Off we go. So taking back. You can take your one hand towards your opposite ankle. Make it a little bit harder. The stomach muscles stay pulled in. Nice, well done. Just over 10 seconds to go. Okay, back down onto the floor. So you've got chest press on the other arm now. Remember to take hips off if you want to. If you did it on the other side, I'd do it on this one as well. Remember you can slow that movement down to make it a little bit harder. Wait, 3 seconds left. Back up to standing, so sumo squat with your upright row. So going in 3, 2, 1, so squatting down, rowing up. And keep chest up. Well done, really good, keep going. 5 seconds left. Okay, now weight into the other hand you did before. So into a lunge, take a lean forward, belly button pulls in. So going in 3 seconds, and rowing back. Well done. Keep neck in line with your spine, looking just in front of you. My cheeks, I always watch the screen, so my neck's always in a bad position. Okay, 10 seconds to go. Okay, and back to full plank to downward dog with the twist. So going in just over 5 seconds. Okay, down you go. And off you go. So back, keeping stomach muscles pulled in. And twist if you can. 20 seconds left. Okay, 5 seconds. Okay, and then to finish, nice, so we're going to take 30 seconds into a squat with punches, then 30 seconds in a plank, so straight into it, and then getting back up, and we're going to do 15 seconds of calf raises on one foot, so keeping that weight mainly in that front leg. So 15 seconds on that leg, 15 seconds on the other. And we're going to do those 3 exercises twice. So put my timer to go. So into your squat with punches first. So nice low squat, punching as fast as you can. I'll start the timer. Off we go. Keep stomach pulled in, weight in your heels. Sink a little bit lower if you can. So that's halfway. Keep going. Stay low. 10 seconds left, then we're coming straight into a plank. So down to the floor. Off we go. Into a plank, so onto your forearms. Squeeze your legs, squeeze your glutes. Keep them down. And 15 seconds to go. 10 seconds, then we're standing back up. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So standing up, one foot in front of the other. Weight mainly in that front foot. So squeezing up onto your tiptoes. And swapping to the other foot. Weight mainly in that front foot. Really squeeze the back of your lower leg. Okay, back to squat and punches. Last time of these. Weight in your heels. Sink a little bit lower. Really good. Stomach stays pulled in. You've got 10 seconds and it's back down to the floor for a plank. In 3, 2, 1. Down to the floor, 30 seconds here. Setting up as quick as you can. That's 10 seconds go. And 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Back up to standing. 15 seconds on each leg here. Calf raises. Keep squeezing in the back of your lower leg. And swapping to the other side. And just 3 seconds, 2, 1, and then you can chill. We'll lie down onto the floor. So taking arms above your head, legs stretched out, trying to stretch your body as long as you can. And then take knees into your chest, holding on to your knees with both hands. So you're going to pull your knees in and out, so you're trying to loosen up your lower back. And then keeping hold of your right knee with your left hand. Straighten your left leg out. You take your right knee over to the left hand side. Right hand reaches away from you. And look over at your fingertips. And then over to the other side. So taking hold of your left knee with your right hand, right leg reaches out straight, then left knee coming over. You're coming to a seated position. You're going to take your outside of your right ankle, place it onto your left knee, and then from here, sit up, push that knee out. You should feel a stretch along your glute, into the side of your hip. Bring your hands closer if you're not quite feeling it. And swap it to the other side, so outside of your left ankle comes to your right knee. So sitting and up. And if you might only be here, and that's fine. Okay, taking one leg out straight, the sole of your other foot to your inner thigh. You'll reach up and take a big breath in. And then breathe out as you reach towards that straight leg. Once you get as far as you can relax down the leg. With every out breath, see if you can go a little bit further. And then we'll swap over to the other side. So other leg reaches out straight, sole of the foot to your inner thigh. Reaching up, take a big breath in. And then breathe out, stay nice and long, fall down that leg. And every out breath, see if you can go a little bit further. Just try and relax. Okay, back to sitting, both legs bent up. You take your hands behind your back, and from here, taking your bum towards your feet. See how much of a stretch you can get into your shoulders. And coming up onto your knees, taking your hands clasped together in front of you. You can push shoulder blades apart. Okay, taking one arm over, hand to your elbow, gently pull your arm in towards your chest, trying to find a stretch along the outside of your shoulder. Shoulder down. And then to the opposite side. Okay, taking your hand to your opposite shoulder blade, other hand comes to your elbow, you're gently pushing that arm lower down your back. You can push the elbow against your hand, and it will actually increase the stretch. And then over to the other side, so other hand to the opposite shoulder, onto elbow. Okay, standing up, taking one foot in front of the other, so stretching the back heel down towards the floor, so you want to feel a stretch in the back of your lower leg. And swapping to the other leg, other side. And then final stretch, taking hold of one ankle, you can get something to lean onto. Knees together, and you're stretching this hip forward, so you should feel a stretch along the front of your bent leg. And swapping To the other side, take hold of your ankle, pushing that hip forward. There we go, and you're done. Well done.